Oh no. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Hi. Okay. I have it on my laptop and it's laggy, so. Hi, Alexis. I brought my Olipop. I'm having cream soda today. Hi, Crochet Bunnies. I made this little dude while I was getting ready. A little dino. Now I'm out of this yarn. I have a little bit left, but not enough to make anything with. Hi, Sharon. What kind are you gonna have, Mom? He is pretty cute. I have no idea what this yarn is. I know it's Bernat blanket, but I never had the tag. It was given to me. Hi, Laura. I want more of this yarn, though. You're gonna have, what did I say I was having? Cream soda, too? Neapolitan Dino. Yeah, it does look like that, actually. That's a good point. That's funny. Maybe his name can be Neapolitan. I gave him brown eyes. Hi, Annie. Yes, you do need that yarn. I thought Milo was behind me. Milo might make an appearance. He's somewhere around here. Milo! He can't really hear that great, but... So I have some things I wanted to finish while I'm here. I have this little book sleeve. I just need to put a button on it so I can list it on my Etsy. And then I have this rainbow mandala. I just have to weave in the ends so I can add that to my Etsy. And then I was debating making a loaf cat with this yarn. It's adorable, super bulky. It's a weight 6. I've never used this one, but what kind of soda is that brand? It's Olipop, Annie. I'm obsessed with them. It's like a prebiotic. It's good for your digestion and all that. I'm trying to get Olipop to sponsor me. I love all of their flavors, but the cherry cola is my favorite, but I'm out of it. A Coraline inspired cardigan for Christmas. That's cool, Sunny. I need to make a cardigan. There is 15 carbs and 2 grams of sugar, Annie. I don't like to drink sugar, so that's why I buy these. I don't drink regular soda anymore. They're really good. They have a lot of flavors. And then if you have Sam's Club or Costco, they have bulk packs. So I get 12 and I get 4 cream soda. I think there's 4 strawberry vanilla and then 4 grape in the pack that I buy. A hexagon cardigan. That's what I want to make. I have the yarn for it. It's like a thin weight 3, but I just haven't gotten around to starting it. Hopefully I do before the weather's here, because then I can wear it. It's what your sister wanted. Well, that's nice of you. So I think I'm going to start with something easy and just weave in these ends, because that's not going to take too long or anything. I made this with cotton yarn. I think it's sugar wheel cotton from Hobby Lobby. I just thought it was fun and really pretty. You're a diabetic. I did not know that. Type 1 or type 2? Mocktails, yeah, those are good. Ginger ale, I like ginger ale. I don't know if ginger beer is different than ginger ale, but that's really good too. So, how's everybody's day? Mine's fine. I went and picked up my Sam's Club order today and I put it all away. I did laundry. I set up for this, which took me like 2 hours to get everything set up that I needed because I didn't want to forget anything. 2, I'm on the border of 1, but ooh, yeah. And that's about all I've done today. But it's only 12:30. I keep thinking it's later, and I don't know why I keep thinking that. I'm on day 3 of a migraine. That's not fun, Sunny. I'm sorry. I get migraines too. Sometimes it helps if you, well, for me, it helps when I put like a cold, wet rag on my head and then just lay in the dark. But sometimes there's nothing you can do for a migraine either. Jack in the Box. Okay, because your text to me, you misspelled whatever it was, Annie, and it looked like you were saying Gym Boys, which both are good, but Jack in the Box. I'm having burgers for dinner. We're gonna barbecue. Burgers with bacon. Dollar Tree yarn. I have yet to go to the Dollar Tree for yarn. I'd like to someday. I just think about it and never get around to it. Yep, Sunny, you're right. Life doesn't stop. Never, never. I guess I could be using my desk to do this instead of my lap, huh? Hi, Caitlin. I'll be right there for supper. Yeah, come on over. I don't know why I was doing that in my lap. You're making biscuits, like homemade biscuits, or like canned? Either good. But I was just curious. Cats are good for moral support. I don't have any moral support right now because Milo is in the other room, I guess. He ditched me. He was here while I was setting up, but maybe he's scared I'm going to put him on camera. I don't think he likes that. I don't know. He's an old man. He's like 12, I think. 12-year-old pup. That's what I was going to check. I'm going to look at my channel real quick because I was going to say I have a list of things. Where's my list? Okay. I have a list of things I wanted to mention and do during the live, and I have to make a list or I'll forget. Like, my mind just can't keep things in it. So, I was going to say, yeah, so right now I'm looking at my current subscribers, and I have 4,961. So, we're almost to 5K, which is very exciting. So, in a little bit, I will talk about what's gonna happen when I hit 5,000. I feel like all of a sudden it jumped again this weekend because I was sitting, like, it goes up every day, but it seems like the last few days it's jumped quite a bit. So that's really exciting. I've been trying to think of different things to do, like for my milestone when I got to 1,000. Laura, probably. I made that little crochet cake, but I wanted to do something different this time, so I'll let you guys know in a little bit what that is. My Spooky is 8, and she's a big old girl. Is that your cat you're talking about, Sunny? Spooky, is that her name? I like that. Speaking of spooky things, where is it? I was going to show this because I don't know if everybody saw it. My little graph. I was going to make it into a wall hanging. I just haven't done that yet. So I was going to put like fringe on the bottom, and then I've got to finish crocheting along the top because I was going to single crochet it onto a wooden dowel. And then I'm debating on giving this to a teacher I know for her classroom. So we will see, because she's a big Halloween fan. I like Halloween. I don't know, I'm not huge on it. But I know a lot of people are. And I sell that pattern on my Etsy too. That's a cute name. I like the name Spooky for a cat. What is my favorite thing to crochet? I don't know. Like, I do, but I don't. I really like to make plushies. But I like crocheting all kinds of things, and a lot of the times it depends on my mood, as well as, like, have I been on a binge of doing a certain thing. Like, plushies were it for a while. After my last live, I kind of slowed down because I had that market. I need to make more of those so that I can plan another live market, because I want to get some new inventory in. But lately, like the past few weeks, I've been crocheting pixel art that I make using Stitch Fiddle. It's a program on the computer, or I think you could even do it on your phone. It's just a lot more tedious, but I use Stitch Fiddle to make my graphs, and that's how I made this little thing, little pixel art. So I'm having fun with that right now. I have another one, which I was going to show you. I'm working on this. I don't have the actual work going, but this is my next graph I'm going to be making, and then when it's done, I'll write up the pattern. Is crocheting with acrylic a plushie or just an animal? What? I don't know if I understand that. Your cat's name is Kevin? I like that. I have an uncle named Kevin. Wait, oh, I think I get it, Annie. Yeah, no matter what, it's still considered a plushie. So I don't think it matters what kind of yarn you're using. In my opinion, it doesn't. I don't think there's a rule for that. I feel like that's, in my opinion, my least favorite way to make a plushie is with acrylic yarn. Always looks cute, but it's just hard on the hands. Oh, no plushie yarn at Dollar Tree. I've seen videos of people finding not super plush yarn, but like yarn like this. I don't even know what this is. Oh, this one at the Dollar Tree. It's kind of thin, but it's thick at the same time. I don't want to lose my paper. This is a weight 5. Yeah, 5. Chanel. Yeah. Or I think it was the dollar store at least. I don't know. I could be wrong. So what kind of yarn did you get, Annie? Just acrylic? Hi, Alexia. How are you? Leaving it ends is not fun, and I don't know why sometimes I do it as I crochet and other times I don't, and I regret it, like now. You use acrylic for your plushies, Laura? Okay, yeah. I have a few times, not anytime recently though. I need to go to Hobby Lobby, not this week, but next week. Like, not this week coming up, the next week after that, because that's when the yarn's on sale again. I just missed the sale. Because I'm going to be making a baby blanket for a family member who's having a baby. And they wanted a blanket of one of their, like, favorite sports teams. I think it's basketball. I'm not sure. I'm not good with sports, but I think the team that I'm doing is for basketball. I don't know. I need to buy the pattern for it though, and then I have to get the yarn. So I might be doing lives where I crochet that and you guys can watch the progress. Oh, it scared me. Milo's here. I'm not going to harass him right now though, because he just sat down. Milo. We're live, Milo. He's like, oh, great. Plushies intimidate you, Sonny? You could do it. I bet you can do it. That's a mind game. They're really easy. I mean, I guess that's because I'm so used to making them, but the first plushie I made was with acrylic yarn, and oh, I should have brought it. I'd have to go dig it out, and I don't want to leave you guys to go do that because I don't know how long it'll take, but it was a giraffe. I might have shown it before. One of my first, and I used acrylic weight yarn before I even knew that plushie yarn was a thing, because the pattern used acrylic yarn that I was following. When I found out about other yarn, I was like, wow, it's a whole nother world. I like using the thicker yarn because things come out bigger. It feels like they take a lot less time to make. I feel like I can work quicker with thick yarn, at least for a plushie. I only speak English. I took 2 years of Spanish in high school, but I didn't really retain a lot of it. I didn't pay enough attention because I just didn't care back then. I only did it to get my credits, which sounds bad, but I was a kid. But I remember certain words when I hear them, and I can read some Spanish. So, but that's cool. You speak 3 languages. Alexia, yes, I do make granny squares. Let me grab this bag I just made that is all from granny squares. It's hanging on my door. I actually made a, ow, I just hit my leg. I just made a YouTube short featuring granny squares that I made, as well as all of you guys that submitted them, Alexia. So if you didn't see that, you should go watch it. But here's my granny square bag. I need to line it and probably make a little button and a loop so that it can close, but that's my bag. I want to do one like this using moss stitch, so the pattern from my blanket, which I have the blanket sitting here, you guys. I'll say something about that in a little bit, but I want to do this with moss stitch. I made the strap using, I think it's called the thermal stitch, and it's 1 strand of yarn, but it's like just extra thick because of how it's made, and it doesn't really stretch like regular straps do. So, oh, I just found the pumpkin graph I'm making. It was hiding under my blanket, so I did have it this whole time. I'll hold it up. I'm nowhere near finished, but so here's the picture, and I'm working from the bottom up if you don't know how to do a graph. And here I am so far. Thanks for all the hearts. So once that's done, I will upload the pattern to my Etsy. It'll be a paid pattern. Those ones take a lot of time to make on Stitch Fiddle to get it looking just right. So that's why they're all paid patterns. Thanks, Annie. Yeah, I put a sunflower on it in the graph, but I also want to make one without the sunflower and make the flower separately, so it's like a little bit of a 3D effect, so it's more textured. And I was thinking the same thing for the little vine part. I could make a little chain, single crochet in it to make it curl, and then sew it on to the chart. So I'll probably end up doing both at some point. Annie, I don't know, because your granny square you sent me is in that video, so go look at my channel. I don't know how you missed it, lady. I think I posted it August 15th because that was Granny Square Day. I should have just texted you. Are you sure you missed it? Because I feel like you commented on it, but I could be wrong. You comment on everything. The Hero and the Chubs. I like that name. I don't know what it means, but I just like it. It stood out to me just now. Iris, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Thanks for coming to my live. Here's the blanket. I just saw a few people mention it. It's a daisy. This is the first crochet blanket I ever made, just so you know. I did corner to corner, and it's just regular corner to corner where you do double crochets. But now when I do corner to corner, I do half double crochets because I like the look better. It's not so holy. Thank you. That's like a graph I found on Pinterest. I don't even know if I could find it again if I wanted to, but I could definitely duplicate it in Stitch Fiddle. It's very easy. Corner to corner, it's a type of stitch basically. There's a lot of stitches you can do corner to corner. You can do moss stitch corner to corner. Basically you start, so instead of doing your rows back and forth like you would start at a corner and go like this so it gets wider, and then when you get to your halfway point you start decreasing and it makes either the square or the rectangle. I hope that makes sense. I do plan to make a corner to corner tutorial, so stay tuned for that. I'll probably work on it next week, not this week. I'm already working on a video for this week. It's for a tote bag, which is going to take a bit of time because it's kind of a lot of work. It's pretty detailed, but it's very cute. And I'll post a sneak peek of it eventually once I get one of the sides done. I just started the base the other day, so I have that recorded, and then I started one of the panels for it. That's my scissors. Any tips for getting straight edges? Not really. I always make sure I turn my work the same way every time I turn it. So if I go, let me find something. So if I'm crocheting and I turn my work, I always turn it the same way. I don't ever go backwards to turn it because I feel like that makes a little bit of a wonky edge. When I single crochet, I will, hi Angela, I will chain one or not chain at all depending on the pattern, so that kind of helps too. Thanks, Alexia. Laura, what are you making that's corner to corner? A blanket? I'm looking over here because the chat is on my computer, just in case you guys are wondering what I'm looking at. It's easier to see than looking down here, and I can see more of it at once. I do have blanket tutorials, Iris. They are all paid and they're on my Etsy, which, let me see if the bot will put my Etsy up. I don't remember how to make it. There we go. The chat bot just put my Etsy shop up on there. So I have a few blankets to show you that I have a tutorial for. I don't have any video tutorials for blankets. Maybe someday. When I do double crochet all the way across, I find after turning. Yeah, I think it might just depend on each person too, because your tension plays a lot in it. So yeah, I've seen some people do that. Sunny. My favorite stitch, probably the moss stitch right now. I think a lot of people know that because of the blanket I'm making. I've done a lot with moss stitch. I made Milo's bandana with it. I'm trying to think. I have a whole other blanket that's corner to corner moss stitch. What else have I made? I know there's more, I just can't think of it right now. I think there's a short on my channel that shows all of my moss stitch projects. You're crocheting a granny square crochet bunnies. My favorite hook size, Alexia, I don't think I have one because it just depends on what I'm doing, what yarn I'm using and all that. I have my favorite hooks that I can show you because they're custom hooks. I've got one sitting here right now. This I bought off Etsy. It's a 5.5 millimeter. It's not pink. It's like a light purple, but I know it looks pink on camera. I bought that on Etsy, which reminds me, I have other hooks to show you. I made this one. It's a, I think it's 2 millimeter. Why did I need this? I can't remember. I needed a 2 millimeter hook for something and I couldn't find one. And they're way too hard to hold. Like they hurt. So I put little silicone beads on it, made it a donut because I like donuts. Oh, whatever a bee is, a bee hook, that's what size it is. It's either 2 or 2.5. And I've got a bunch in here that I've also made that I could show you. I don't know the letters, I just know the number sizes, so I got these so that other people would know, but I've got this E-hook. A good puff stitch. Yeah, puff stitches are nice. So I've got that one. These are all for sale on my Etsy. I make them and sell them. I've got this little fox one. This is a 4 millimeter hook. I don't know why it's so blurry. I think this one's really pretty. It's like a periwinkle blue. I've got 5 millimeter sunflower hooks. I have 2 of those. I've got a puppy dog one, which Angela, I think you like this one or would like this one. It's a 3 millimeter, so it's a pretty small hook. I actually need to add another bead to it. Halloween ones? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think I have any Halloween ones. I have a green Care Bear. This is a G, so what's that, 4.5? I'm not sure. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've gone here. Yeah, that's why I started getting custom hooks. And I was like, I can just make these because I bought, where are my hooks at? I bought this one off of Etsy. I bought this hook off of Etsy. And then I was like, wait a second, I can just buy these beads and make my own. Like, it's not cheap to do, but I just preferred to make my own after that. Hi, Daisy from Belgium. The Care Bear is adorable, yeah. It is. And then I've got a little penguin. This is an H5. I feel like it's looking blurry until I do that. And I've got another cow. It's like a muted kind of rainbow. Another 5 millimeter. And then, oh, I showed the Care Bear. So I'll put the link. Home crafting is not cheap, Annie. Agreed, because you have to buy so many supplies for it. I'm going to put the link to my Etsy hook listing in case you want to take a look at them more. Let me pull it up on my laptop. I've also used those beads to make keychains, and I'll show you those if you guys want to see those. So that is my hook listing. And then if you ever buy something on my Etsy, you can use the code YouTube20 and you get 20% off. So, do I have a cute bunny hook? No, sorry, I don't. Good idea though. Have I ever knitted? No. I mean, yes, I have. I have one of these though. I got a circular knitting machine. I also have a loom knitter, which I haven't really used. My granny tried to teach me to knit when I was a lot younger and I just didn't stick with it. I decided I wanted to crochet instead. So here I am. Knitting's just not for me. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it as much. So I'm just going through the chat to see if I missed anything. I was going to make a hook with you guys too if you want to help me design one, because I have these which don't have any beads on them yet. I've got a green 4mm, a purple 3.75, and then a light pink 3.5mm. And I thought that would be fun to do with you guys. I agree, I think knitting is way harder. New YouTube here, any tips for starters? Like a new YouTube channel, Daisy, is that what you're meaning? Have I ever crocheted clothes? Yes, yes. And that reminds me, I need to make a short for a little cardigan I made. Not a cardigan, it's like a sweater. I don't know what Milo's barking at, if you can hear that. Daisy, be consistent is a big one. YouTube itself loves consistency, and the more consistent you are at posting, the more the algorithm will push your content out. Stick with something that you see works for you. Do you crochet? Is that, I'm guessing you do, but I don't want to just assume. Milo, I doubt he can hear me. Sunny, yeah, no, sewing intimidates me too. I have a sewing machine that I've used once for a bag, just to line it. I bought a machine because I was like, there's no way I am hand sewing liner into a bag. It's actually the bag I'm working on the tutorial for. When did I start crocheting? Almost 11 years ago. Maybe closer to 10 years. Okay, Daisy, cool. Then I would say just find something that works for you. Like my channel didn't really do amazing until I decided like I wanted to find something that not everybody else was doing, because there's so many crochet channels out there and we crochet a lot of the same things. We upload a lot of similar content, plushies, plushie hauls, like those videos. I even have them of you throwing your plushies into an empty bin, but those do really good no matter what. I've noticed, and no matter what channel it is, those blow up for some reason. Not sure why, but you could start with those if you make plushies. But I think the thing that got my channel going was my blanket series, and I just brainstormed what can I do that nobody else is really doing, and I liked being able to put polls on my video, and I got a lot of feedback from people saying they really enjoyed being able to vote on my videos. A lot of people didn't know that was a thing on YouTube, that you could have polls and vote, so I think that helped a lot. Trying to think of what else might help you. Yeah, Alexia, it's been a while. I think the biggest thing though is being consistent, and then make sure all your videos have descriptions. If you have other social media, put the links in the description. Like I do my Etsy, my Palm Street, I have my Ko-fi if people want to support me, and then my Patreon. And then for every long form video you upload, you can do an end screen, which you have to do in the YouTube studio, like the creator studio page. At your end screen, you can pick what video you want it to suggest next, or you can base it off of each person that's watching. I watched a lot of videos that helped me figure out how to help my channel too. I think a lot of people found me through my blanket series, which I think is really fun. But then I'm always like, do they watch anything else? All my other videos do get views, but Nothing does as good as my blanket series. The only long form video that I've gotten lots of views on is the sunflower wind spinner I did. Laura, which hooks? These ones? You worked at a sewing company. Thanks, Annie. I'm glad you think I'm entertaining. Sometimes I'm like, am I boring? Laura, I don't know. If you're talking about, like, what are they called? Like inline or like, I don't know. But this is what the hook parts look like, if that helps. And these are just random ones that I had. I don't know where they came from. I'll show you the difference. My favorite yarn, Alexia, also depends on what I'm making, but I don't know. If we're talking acrylic, I really like Hobby Lobby's. I love this yarn. And if we're talking plushy yarn, pretty much anything. I don't know. I buy a lot of Yarn Bee, or it's not Yarn Bee, it's Baby Bee Snugs and Kisses at Hobby Lobby. This one's really soft to me, a lot softer than like Burn Up Blanket. I was gonna say, because this is the other hook I have, and I think this one is called an inline hook. I'm not sure, because this is the one I'm using during my blanket series. But sometimes when I use this on different projects, it like splits my yarn, so I don't know. We have hooks, a brand called PR. Never heard of those, Daisy. Yeah, Sunny. Hobby Lobby has an anti-pilling yarn too, and I used it in my blanket when I did, where are the rows? That's the bottom. The anti-pilling yarns were when I did those like muted pinks. I think that was last week or so, when I asked you guys to choose yarn combinations for me, and then I picked some. These four are the anti-pilling from Hobby Lobby. They're a little bit thicker too, I noticed. Hi, Shay Shay. Is that how you say it? Shay Shay? I like cotton yarn too. I haven't used it really recently. Renaya, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm going to call you Popper because it says that on there. So, hey, Popper. My favorite color is purple. Purple, purple, purple. And I've noticed a lot of people say that too. Shy, shy. Okay. I mean, you never know these days. Everything's pronounced so differently. Right now, I am just weaving in ends on this so that I can finally list it on my Etsy, because it's been sitting around just hanging out in my closet with all my other finished projects. Getting out your cactus design to start on my cactus. Yes, I have my finished one right here. This is on my YouTube, guys, and the graph is linked in the description of the video, so if you want to make it. I think I uploaded that a few days ago. Shy Shy, what's this for? Just, it's like a mandala, like you can put it on your table, set a candle on it, whatever you want to use it for, really. Daisy, no, I'm not. That would be cute, though. I do want to make a star blanket, but I have yet to do that. I feel like that's one of those projects, if I start the star blanket, I'm going to get burned out during it, and it's going to sit in my closet for a good 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months before I pick it back up again. I do that a lot with big projects. I either have to really, like, motivate myself, or it just turns into a whip that just hangs out and plays mind games with me every time I go pick out a project. Doily, yeah. There you go, Annie. I know there's a lot of different words for them. Where am I from, Alexia? I'm in California. You want it, Mom? I can make it in other colors too. This is cotton yarn with metallic in it. So pretty. I love it. The brightness. I love the brights. I made a sofa cover and was... Yep, Daisy, yeah, it happens. I have a blanket, which I've mentioned probably a few times in videos and things. It's a snowman blanket. It's a Grafgan, and so it's corner to corner. And for some reason, I got burnt out on it. And then when I went to go start working on it again, the yarn I need is discontinued. So, just one of the shades, but still, it's the background shade. So I'm contemplating what I want to do. I really don't want to take it apart because I'm probably 75% of the way done with it. So we'll see. I put down my star blanket. Yep. Shy. No sew plushies are normally pretty quick. Coasters, granny squares, you can just make them until you have enough to turn it into something else. What else is quick? Book sleeves. I have one here, which I'm going to put a button on soon. If you want something big, but also somewhat quick. Oh, Milo scared me. He keeps barking. These bags, you just make 3 granny squares, fold them in half, and sew them together. That was pretty quick. All of those are without a lot of changes unless you want them to. Like I changed color every row, but I just carried it so that I didn't have to weave in ends. What's one of your favorite projects to make? Plushies. I made one earlier while I was waiting to start the live. I'll put them here so you guys can see them. Let's see. I was gonna have you guys vote on something, but I'll give it a second. How about you guys throw out some names for him, and then I'll pick 3 and we will decide what his name is gonna be. Because he's my little mascot for today. I forgot he was here. Milo! I'm pretty sure he's right outside the door. I can hear him breathing. He's a heavy breather. Yeah, I don't do granny squares too often either, but once I do them, I'm like, why do I never do these? Jeffrey! Oh, Neapolitan, that's right! I forgot we said that. Okay, well, we're gonna vote, and maybe that'll win. Danny the Dino. I'm almost done with these ends. I have one more to do. Have I ever sold at a market? I did a live Palm Street market 2 weeks ago, and I did pretty good. I sold, I think I sold about 14 items, and I did 2 giveaways during it. And if you don't know what Palm Street is, it's an app you download, and you can host live markets from your house. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to pack all your stuff. You plan it ahead so people can bookmark it, and then you just go live. Little Man, Bront, Quartz. I like that too. All right, mandala is done. I think I put it on my list so I could check that off. I made a list to remind myself what I'm doing. Did I even put that on here? Yeah. Weave in ends. Done. Okay. So back to, now I'll bring up the 5K. When I get to 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So don't get too excited yet. I'll make an official post and rules eventually, but I'm just letting you guys know now. when I hit 5K, I'm going to do 5 different giveaways of little things. So one of the giveaways is going to be a dino, which not this one, maybe this one, I don't know. I think I might do other colors. And now that I'm looking at him, I forgot to do his spikes. I'm pretty sure I did that last time too. So one of the giveaways will be a dino. One of the giveaways will be this pattern. So you'll get a graph so you can make this. One of the giveaways will be one of my crochet hooks. Another will be the pumpkin graph. So this, once it's complete, so I've got to get on that. And then Annie the cow or the chicken, are you talking about the blanket? Because yes, one of my giveaways is going to be the cow graph for my cow blanket. So yeah, I'm almost there. Right now I'm at, it might have gone up since I'm sitting here. Yeah, since being live, I've already gone up 5 subscribers. So I am 26 away from hitting 5,000. So hopefully in the next week or 2, I'll have everything together and then I'll post the rules and all of that. So it's pretty exciting, and I think a lot of people will like the giveaway. There will only be 5 winners, 1 for every 1,000, so should be fun. And then I'm going to do a randomizer to decide who wins and then what they win. So I'm quite excited for that. Every time my count goes up, like my subscribers, I'm just like, wow, that's kind of unreal. I didn't think I would be doing this well. I've only had YouTube since February, and I feel like that's pretty good. And when I tell people that, they're always like, wow, that's really good. So yeah, Daisy, you'll get there. Just like I said, be consistent. Be really, really, really consistent. Alexia, I agree. And that's one of the other things that, Daisy, you could pay attention to. Be interactive with your subscribers, because I try to comment back to everybody. If I don't comment back, I at least try to acknowledge that you commented by either hearting it or liking it. So yeah, you don't see that on many channels, and I've heard a lot of my subscribers tell me they like how interactive I am. It's fun for me. Hi Stephanie, you're crocheting a toothless. Hi Rhonda, thanks Mom. Hi Brenda. What is next on my list? So I talked about my giveaway. I'll talk about it again later because I don't know how long I'm going to be live today. I just thought I'd go with the flow. So let's slap a button on here. What 5,000? How can you manage? It's not that hard, Daisy. You would think so, but it's really not. I don't know. You just got new yarn. What yarn are you using? So I need my sewing needle. I don't know why I'm still doing things on my lap, you guys. Wow. I'm going to need a smaller needle to go through these buttons too. Oh, I'll show you another one of my favorite hooks. I got this on Etsy. Little cow. It's a 4.5 millimeter. He's pretty cool. I've had this, I don't know, a few years. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good idea, Daisy. Put your channel in the chat so that we can check you out. Mainstays Black Velvet Yarn. Velvet. I'm going to your cactus fit now for first row tutorial. Okay. Annie, go to the description of that video because it takes you to the chart, because I don't do the whole tutorial. I just show how I crochet those kinds of patterns, but I don't do each stitch. Shy, I did not make this one. Somebody else did. Someone on Etsy. Okay, got it. What was I gonna do? Oh, I'm looking for a needle. And then if I forget when I'm done with this, where did I put it? Oh, it's under my thing. When I'm done with this button, I'm going to make a crochet hook with you guys, and you guys can help me decide what to make on it. If that's your channel name, that's fine, but if you can post the actual link in there, then people can click it and find you better. Alexia, I'm just gonna put a button on this book sleeve so that it has a closure. I'm trying to find a small enough needle to fit through my button. I use these little wooden buttons. I just had a purple and ivory one just like this on my Etsy, but somebody purchased it. It was really pretty. Oh no, I can't pick up my needle. I hate that. Will this one go through? Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're supposed to be voting on a dino name too. Now I've got to go back and figure that out. I'm going to put a poll up for you guys. Ah, my yarn's splitting. Let me do the poll before I get too distracted. So we're naming this dino name. And you're going to have 3 options. I don't know if I spelled that right. Whoops. I've got to look for what you guys suggested. Little man. Add an option. Oh, oops. Okay. Little man. That's funny, Mom. Bront. My spell check is not being kind right now.